Hashimoto is a middle-aged man who resides in Tokyo's Ginza district. He is struggling financially as a result of his job loss. He goes to the laundry one morning to clean his clothes. He wishes he could enjoy a can of beer after loading the dryer. Something falls into the dryer, creating a loud noise. He checks and discovers a can of beer inside. Hashimoto initially believes it was left there by someone, but is perplexed when the beer turns out to be chilled. The establishment's elderly cleaner casually informs him that the dryer satisfies everyone's wish. Hashimoto dismisses him as a lunatic and walks away, but the man approaches and declares that he is telling the truth. Hashimoto drinks the beer after he leaves, while waiting for his clothes to be cleaned. A young lady enters the room and begins loading her laundry. Hashimoto has never had the confidence to approach a woman. As a result, he has lived alone his entire life. He scoots nervously to the far end of the seat to make room for her. The girl takes a seat beside him and initiates conversation. She had previously noticed him in the laundry room and developed a crush on him. Hashimoto, on the other hand, is completely unaware of her attempts to initiate conversation. He attempts to throw the now empty can into the trash bin, but it hits the floor. Kondo begins to cry as he rises to retrieve it. When she reveals that she interviewed for 40 companies but was not selected for any, an uncomfortable Hashimoto inquires as to what is wrong. To console her, he informs her that he, too, was laid off from his job. He thinks it's incredible that she was able to interview with so many companies. This means she has the most interview experience of any candidate she meets. Following the chat, the girl begins to view her situation differently. She expresses gratitude for his kindness despite the fact that she is a stranger. He then removes his clothes and bids her farewell. As he departs, the young lady introduces herself as Kondo. Hashimoto returns home happily following the encounter. His mother calls him late at night to inform him that his father has been hospitalized. They require a total of 300,000 yen to cover the hospital bill. Hashimoto bears the responsibility, but he is unemployed and has no savings. Nonetheless, he promises to send them the funds and pay them a visit as soon as possible. He returns to the laundry establishment the following morning. He is almost certain that yesterday's old man was bluffing, but he wishes to test the theory. He stands in front of the dryer and requests 300,000 yen. After a few seconds, he realizes how ridiculous the idea is. He is about to walk away when a bundle of money materializes inside the dryer. Hashimoto reveals it, still incredulous that it actually worked. The bundle contains precisely the amount of money he requested. As he attempts to flee with it, he notices the beer can from yesterday has vanished. The elderly man warns him that the items he receives from the dryer will vanish within a day and that he should exercise caution. Hashimoto expresses gratitude and rushes outside. He runs into Kondo again, who informs him that she has been invited for a second interview for the first time in her life. Hashimoto congratulates her and receives another call from his mother. Kondo overhears him speaking and learns of his father's illness. After a brief exchange, Hashimoto departs to quickly send the money before it vanishes. He then returns to the laundry establishment. He intends to use it to resolve all of his life's problems. As a result, he requests a nice suit for job interviews this time. He spends the entire day interviewing for various companies. When he returns home, he receives letters from the companies informing him that he was not chosen for any of the positions. Additionally, the suit vanishes before his eyes. After his failure, Hashimoto realizes that he should not waste his time looking for work now that he has an unlimited source of money. Rather than that, he should savor every moment of his life. As a result, the following morning, he checks to ensure no one is nearby and wishes for a confident and beautiful girl. He continues by saying that the girl should be envied by everyone because she is as beautiful as a model. One such girl emerges from the dryer, her beauty mesmerizing Hashimoto. He approaches her and invites her to his house. However, the girl slaps him across the face for being so daring on the first date. She storms out of the establishment, leaving Hashimoto stunned. After realizing his error, he requests a sweet and attentive girlfriend who is attractive and adores him. A stunning young lady with the aforementioned characteristics emerges from the dryer. To his relief, the girl enthusiastically agrees to go on a date with him. He takes her shopping and purchases everything she desires with the money from the dryer. It turns out that the humans created by the dryer have no idea where they came from and believe themselves to be real people. At the end of the day, Hashimoto returns her to his residence. Even then, he is fearful of approaching her, and so they agree to spend the entire night conversing. The girl observes Hashimoto's palm and remarks on how brief his life is. He's taken aback by the remark, but chooses to disregard it. In the morning, he musters the courage to lean in and kiss her, but she vanishes before he can. All that remains are the clothes and jewelry he purchased for her. Hashimoto developed feelings for the girl, but is unconcerned about her disappearance now that he can have as many girlfriends as he wants. From that day forward, he visits the laundry every morning and acquires a new girlfriend, each with a unique personality. He treats them to extravagant dates and lavish jewelry purchases with the money from the dryer. With his newfound source, he is living life to the fullest. He is on a date with one of these girlfriends when he is spotted by Kondo. She becomes envious and follows them to a jewelry store. She is enraged upon seeing Hashimoto purchase the girl an expensive ring. She is also perplexed as to how he amassed such wealth in such a short period of time. When Hashimoto returns to the laundry that evening, he runs into Kondo. She inquires about the money he claims he won in a lottery. She discovers that he is having an informal relationship with the girl she saw earlier. Kondo begins to believe that the girl is spoiling him and taking advantage of him. Hashimoto is not the man she once admired. He brushes aside her concerns and departs with another wad of cash. Following the encounter, he takes his new girlfriend on another date to an upscale restaurant, where he takes her to the roof. He also presents her with a ring and expresses his love for her. After a few moments, she vanishes, leaving only the ring behind. As is customary, Hashimoto keeps the ring on his person and goes about his day. Because he has been asking for innocent girls up to this point, he decides to switch it up and asks for someone seductive. One such girl emerges from the dryer, causing him to feel uneasy. Kondo arrives and spies on them as they flirt. She observes him handing her several rings that he has amassed thus far. He receives a call from his mother and requests that she remain silent for a few seconds. When she does not, he must exit the room. Kondo seizes the opportunity to speak with the girl and inquires as to what she did to the elderly Hashimoto. When the girl mocks her and requests that she leave, an enraged Kondo attempts to snatch her rings. Meanwhile, Hashimoto speaks with his mother, who informs him that his father may require surgery. More than the money, his parents require his presence, but he has been too preoccupied with his girlfriends to notice. Following the call, the elderly gentleman approaches Hashimoto and informs him that he has forgotten to inform him of one critical detail about the dryer. He claims that the person who emerges from the dryer will also vanish within a day. Hashimoto mocks him, claiming he was already aware of this. Within, the girls continue their struggle for the rings. Finally, the new girl departs, convinced that Hashimoto was having an affair with her. He returns to find Kondo crying and hoping he will revert to the guy she met just a few days ago. Hashimoto is teleported into the dryer as a result of the wish. His clothes have been replaced with those he wore when he first met Kondo. He quickly realizes that Kondo's wish has been granted by the dryer. Since he emerged from the dryer, he has only one day left. The television broadcast reports on the theft of thousands of yen from a jewelry store. At the film's conclusion, Hashimoto collapses to the ground, while Kondo watches him in bemusement. Thank you for tuning into Motion Recap. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss out any of our videos. Peace